folks been asking me. It says, so, madam, what is the mystery? What's the mystery about this star ring? The star ring that some of these rappers wore on their finger before they died / transition. Y'all know how we do it. We jumps right into it. Now, when y'all look at this star ring that these rappers are wearing in this picture, it looked like a regular ring. But ancestor said that ain't just no regular ring. Those rings had death rituals. Y'all know what death rituals are? Those rings had death rituals attached to them. Now let's talk a little bit about the power of a ring. Most folks is just familiar with a wedding ring. The wedding ring that you get married with. And when they get married, they speak their vows. To death do them part, etc., etc. And they do this while using that wedding ring. Now, believe it or not, when people get married, that's actually a ritual. And the wedding ring is what they use to attach the ritual. The wedding ring ain't the only ring, y'all. Most of my Jamaican and African people, they know what I'm talking about. It's a ring called the guard ring. That's what it's called, the guard ring. And the guard ring is well known in Jamaica and Africa. And the guard ring is known as being a bodyguard. Somebody say, what you mean, so, madam? Well, listen to me closely. I said this guard ring is known as being a bodyguard. Some people wear the guard ring for protection against car accidents, traveling accidents, shootings, things of that nature, etc. And when the person who wears the guard ring, they feel it getting real warm on their finger. That's the spirit that's attached to that ring, warning them that danger is near. Now let's go a little bit deeper. It might surprise y'all. It might surprise y'all to know the type of people who have a guard ring. Some celebrities, they got guard rings. Some lawyers, they got guard rings. Some politicians, criminals, etc. They got guard rings. And people just ain't aware that they're wearing guard rings on their finger. Most of those Freemasonry / Illuminati rings that you see out there today, that people are wearing, those are actually guard rings. And if it ain't a guard ring, it can be a regular ring or another type of ring. It's different type of rings, that can be made, such as guard rings, a sex ring, money rings, and even death rings, power rings, etc. And how they make these rings is they attach a demon or an ancestor or an angel or any other spirit. They attach it to the ring. And that's how it's made, okay? Some other things that is done to that ring, but I'm just giving you, a little basis of it. And that rabbit hole go much more deeper. Now I want y'all to remember, all spirits are not bad / evil. Just like you got good people out there and you got evil people out there in this world. You got good spirits and you also got evil spirits. Okay? Moving on to the next. Most of y'all are familiar with the movie, The Lord of the Rings. Y'all done seen that movie? Now in that movie, everybody wanted the rings of power. Y'all seen them? They was even fighting over this ring, the rings of power. They was searching low and high and low for this ring of power, these rings of power, y'all. Y'all seen the movie? And whoever got hold of this ring, they held the power. Now, when you read between the lines of this movie and you put the pieces of the puzzle together, you see that this movie is speaking about the guard ring and other rings that I just told y'all about. That's basically what this movie is talking about. These rings are very real. Shit, think I'm playing. I said these rings are very real. Some people think stuff that they see in movies, oh, well, we just seen that in a movie. It ain't real. No, baby. It was a car accident. The man who was wearing this ring survived the car accident. And the others who was in a car accident, they didn't even survive. I done seen some things, got some stories to tell. Now, some of y'all is familiar with the Pope Francis. That's his name. It's a video of worshipers trying to kiss his ring. And you see him smiling and pulling his hand back so they can't kiss his ring. Somebody say, so, madam, what do that mean? Why didn't he allow them to kiss his ring? Ancestors gave it to me like this. Pope Francis, he is wearing a ring of power and control, etc. And his ring was made using demonic spirits, etc. And the reason why he didn't allow them to kiss his ring, it ain't have nothing to do with no hygiene and germs and things of that nature. The reason why he didn't allow them to kiss his ring is because only certain people with a certain type of energy, etc., can kiss his ring. Watch close, only a certain type. Okay? With a certain energy. And that rabbit hole go deeper. Put it together. If the Pope allows somebody to kiss his ring, what that person is doing is giving energy, etc., to the demonic spirit that's inside of that ring, not the ring itself. I told y'all, things go much more deeper. Even when we think of the mafia in different gangs, and they have them kiss the ring. It ain't them just kissing a ring. They're giving energy and honoring the spirit. Okay, the guard ring, the spirit that's in that ring. I'm trying to show y'all what's up. Now, with all that being said, we come back to the question. So, madam, what ancestors showed you about these rappers who wore them star rings? And eventually, they end up getting shot and killed. All of the rappers that y'all see in them pictures, in this picture right here, they were chosen to be the sacrificial lamb. And these star rings that you see these rappers wearing, these rings were curse rings. In other words, a ring that was fixed with a deaf voodoo spell. Okay? And it was fixed with a deaf voodoo spell to get that specific rapper or the specific person wearing this ring to get assassinated / shot and killed, murdered / blood sacrifice. And as soon as these rappers, they put that ring on their finger, the death ritual, the death spell was activated. And it was activated to eventually take place / manifest. That's how most of these blood sacrifices are made. Through the cursed objects that they wear. And of course, you know it's other ways that people are sacrificed. But that's one of the main ways that people don't see. Through a cursed object. And sister said that these cursed rings that these rappers are wearing, some of them, they received the ring as a gift from somebody else. Said, here you go. And they had no idea that the ring was fixed with death, voodoo. And the rappers who purchased the ring on their own, from the jewelry store, they didn't know that some of these people who work at the jewelry store are agents. Agents for the PTB, the powers that be, / the evil Freemasons. They got these rappers and different people, thinking that they down with the same team. But they actually are playing against each other. That's what's going on in the background. Now we see videos all the time. And we see these rappers going to the jewelry store. They even got they jewelry man on speed dial. They go to these jewelry stores, y'all. And they get they rings, they necklaces, bracelets, gold teeth, etc. They get they jewelry from the jewelry man. Like they get they weed from the weed man. And then sister said, most of this jewelry that they getting from the jewelry man, from the jewelry stores, they don't even know that some of these jewelries that they wearing are cursed objects. Cursed objects. Some of the people who work at these jewelry stores, they know about the guard rings, the love spell rings, the power rings, etc. They know about these rings. And some of them get paid in the background to sell some of these rappers and different people a cursed ring or any other jewelry that they put a curse on and sell it right to them to cause death on that person. And I promise y'all, that rabbit hole go much more deeper. But the rappers that you see on the screen right here, and some other ones that wore that star ring, and they activated that death ritual soon as they put it up on their finger and wore it. And all of them were chosen to be sacrificial lambs. Now, not all rappers, but it's a lot of rappers that's in the industry now, and they not aware that the star ring that they're wearing is actually a blood sacrifice ring. Ancestors, they gave me the mystery. And ancestor said, it's other cursed jewelry out there. But the star ring that you see these rappers wearing, almost everybody in a rap game got a star ring. And this star ring that you see some of them wearing, it is being used as the blood sacrifice ring. And the game is, they never know if they receive the cursed star ring or not. Now I told y'all, the game being played on them and they don't even recognize it. Put the pieces of the puzzle together, my people. Put it together. The mystery is, that's a cursed ring.